All right. Hello, everyone. Nobody's probably watching quite yet because we've literally just gone live. But wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're well and everything's going good for you. I'm actually now in the States. I was usually based in Edinburgh, and now I'm over in DC. So flying in the time of COVID was interesting. Got my test, though. So
You're all good. You're all good.
all good.
Still,
All good.
still healthy.
So yeah, we tried this last week, and it was pretty cool, and we got some great engagement, and folks seem to like it. So we're going to start doing this as a regular thing. So every Wednesday, or most Wednesdays, we're just going to be going live and talking about a few interesting platforms that are out there. So this week, we thought we'd do kind of one video platform that people use with HeySummit all the time, called Remo, who we're big fans of. And then also a different type of platform, an email marketing platform in this case, called Flodesk. And it's just going to be a pretty relaxed conversation where we're going to share our screens and just bumble our way through them just to show you kind of what it looks like. We'll just be reminding you throughout the time, but please do comment on whatever platform you're looking or you're tuning in from. Ask any questions that you have about it, and we'll tell you if we know the answers or not. But yeah, I think that's all. Hey, Stephen, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm excited to go through the platforms. I think we're going to get started with Remo.
Yeah, and that's on mine. So we are going to wait. Hang on. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Can you see that? Yeah. So first up, Remo. So what Remo is it's like a mixture of, so you can do webinars on it, but you also have this representation of tables and multiple conversations happening at once. So with that, you're able to like have multiple separate conversations at these tables happening simultaneously in a way that's similar to a breakout session, but it's entirely user decided, and it'll make a heck of a lot more sense when we show it. But in general, how you might want to be thinking about Remo to start off with is, if you're running an event or running a session where either a lot of attendee to attendee interaction is needed. Some people use Remo for like remote working. So literally you are at tables and you can like pop into someone else's desk or table to ask them a question. Anything around attendee to attendee interaction or networking, but then also when you need to kind of pull everybody's attention for a second so that they can watch something central. There are a bunch of ways that you can customize it. We're only going to be scratching the surface, but it should be pretty fun. So this is just created an account to start fresh. You can create a fully customized event. Let's actually see what these options are. We are not going to go through this, but you can see how you can customize it. So you can customize the way that it looks, like the registration page. You can also customize the floor plan. So when I was saying earlier about these tables, I don't know if you can see this so clearly, but the little thing that looks like a joystick, that's actually a table with 4 chairs. So you can pick the different layouts, and the way that they've also identified is that you can customize the look and feel of this by adding logos. So if you were using sponsors or having a lot of sponsors, you could then put them onto different tables, or you can have like, layouts for an expo hall or something like that. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see that a bit more. So you can see like that's like a grid, and there seems to be 4 seats with 2 observers. There's some couches. This is like a more round set of round tables. There are all sorts of different ways to do it. And you can then add your sponsors. You can add your logos, and then add them on there. An agenda, I think this is like where you can put in like the order of the day and organizing things. So like, for example, you can have it set up so that every 5 minutes people are there's a timer that goes off. But anyway, we'll look at that in a second. Let me just go and create an event. I'm gonna see the create a quick event. Let's see how we can create a quick event. create my first event. Oh, maybe it's, did I do something wrong? No. All right. We're just going to do a private event. Private event, you make sure you invite people to your event in the registration section. Yep, make it private. All right. HeySummit test event. This is cool. What's today? The 9th, and we're, what is it, 12? So we're gonna say 12, and we're gonna do 12:15 so that it's already started. Let's see if we can do that. Right. Okay, so then end time, it's gonna be the 9th, and it's gonna be 12, and we're gonna say 12:30. Okay, and then sure, that image sounds fine. Event page description. And then okay, and then we're gonna go next. We'll layout. Let's just do a red theme. That's the closest to HeySummit's colors.
Yeah, that's the closest to us, huh? Red.
Yeah, I think so.
Just one floor. I think it's interesting how you the expected attendance and even the multiple floors, right? Like if you could have
That's
like a
really cool
massive event, or like a lot of people and actually break it out not only by tables but by floors. That's just pretty epic.
What also is cool is that, so these billboards, this is the left and the right billboard. I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty light colored, but that's a video next to your stage and then in front of the tables. So you can set like a YouTube video that's just sitting there, or a stream, I guess, I imagine if it's Twitch, that is just kind of playing all the time. And then, so left billboard, right billboard, same thing. Sorry. Right billboard is text.
Yeah,
so
that's just text and information. Yeah.
So let's just say order of the day. Doing this. Okay. All right. Let's say next. Event sponsorship. We don't need to do sponsors right for this one. Guess what? Awesome. Agenda. So let's see what the agenda is. Add the agenda after saving. Oh, okay. We can't do that yet. Per the event, invitations. I'm going to invite you.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And then invite your guests. Oh no, you're just going to be speaker. That's fine. Summary, and see what is in extras. Welcome message. Oh. Hi, user. Oh, hi there. Okay, so hi, user. I'm not Ho-Yin.
It's Ho-Yin, though. He's great.
Yeah, Ho-Yin's great. I'm Gelb. Cool cat extraordinaire. Oh, gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Use welcome message for my future events. Nope. Add an image or video to your welcome message. Oh, that's cool. So I'm going to just look like Ho-Yin there. That's fine. And oh, that's pretty cool. You can set it for connections. Broadcast your event on YouTube Live. That's pretty cool. So you could then, if you have YouTube Live set up, you could then simulcast this to YouTube Live, so you can get a wider,
wider audience.
Yeah, especially if you need to, if you have like, so that might be interesting if you have like different types of tickets. At least in HeySummit, you could have like participant tickets where they actually are in the Remo session, or you can have like view only tickets that are just using YouTube Live.
Yeah, and then you can only really get that non-participation experience.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. All right. Congratulations. Your event landing page has been created. Okay, so now, Stephen, I'm going to send you this. If you're watching this, by the way, and you have any questions about Remo or about or about what you can do on it, we're not experts in it, but we can like play around and see. Or if you're wanting to see like how how you might want to use this, we definitely could have ideas there. Okay, so a really nice little registration page. If you're using this with HeySummit, you don't need to worry about the registration page, and HeySummit will actually create the session for you, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But let's join the event. Now I'm gonna have to keep quiet and try and mute myself. All right. Okay. Okay, you are free to move between tables. Nice. All right. And turn on cam and mic. We've already done that. Ready to start your presentation. Present button. Okay, we'll go through all this stuff. Do you want to start your broadcast now? Say it's showtime. Yes, I'm going to start it now. I'd like to record your presentation. Oh, fine. All right, that's announced it. Interesting. Okay, submit your questions here. View hosts and participants here. Chat with attendees. Sweet. Enlarge the speaker. Finish. Okay, cool. So now, go to my settings. Mic off. Okay, cool. So now you probably should not hear me. So right now we're in presentation. You can see Stephen. Okay, Stephen's in. So when you see this, Stephen, are you just seeing me right now?
Yep, I'm seeing the same thing that we're sharing on our screen right now.
So you don't have access to the tables.
I'm going through the startup. So a nice thing is when you do first join, it brings you through a little how you use.
Do you want to share your screen? Should we share your screen?
I just ended it. Just got through. So I see you. I don't know if I'm able to actually go around because you're in presentation mode.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, what should be happening is that everybody needs to be focused on me because it's in presentation mode.
Yeah. And so as a presenter, I can join with you.
Exactly.
So now we're both inside of this presenter mode. So this is like your event's just started. People are here. They aren't necessarily at a table, like, they're at the tables, but you want to present to them and make everyone watch it, like a breaking news sort of style of thing.
Okay, so now, and then we have Q&A. Do you ask my questions so you can see the questions that come up? All right, so now let's just say we're done with talking. We want everyone to start networking with each other. So we're going to say presenting off. Back to floor. So you're about to close presentation mode for all guests. Are you sure? Yes. All right. So now we're into the main floor here. Okay. So you can see if I zoom out here. Oh, I think I've zoomed too far out here. Oh, sorry.
There you go. That's good. If you move over, we're currently at the second table, you and I.
Right. So yeah. So you can see the second table. And then you can see that order of the day. So that was the right-hand side. What do they call it?
That's your screen, or
the right banner. Was it called?
Yeah, right screen. I thought it was left screen and right screen.
Left screen, right screen. So
this is like you're at your event. This is like in a virtual event. We have the stage there in the middle. We're all at our tables, and we have two screens.
So then you have a little profile. I think that if you're a participant, I think you log in and you can log in with Google or log in with LinkedIn or fill in your LinkedIn information. So or you can edit it. So let's see. But this is quite helpful. You can see meeting scheduling. So these are helpful for if you're doing networking sessions. It could work really well for that. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. Now, so Stephen is there. Can you see me, Stephen?
I cannot because your camera's off.
So now we're in here together because we're on the same table.
Correct.
But let's just say if you were to move to a different table.
Yep, I will click over. I'm going to go far from you. I'm going to go to the fifth table.
Okay. Oh, so now everybody who's watching mine, you see Steven disappeared and he's over there. And so he's probably seeing just himself as well.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody there.
Yep.
Right. So imagine that this was a whole bunch of different tables or different discussions. So you could see these as breakout sessions, as networking sessions. Some people use Remo for like benefits, so like you just have different people buying tables, expo halls, career fairs, all sorts of things like that, which is pretty cool. Yep. Now let's see what else can we do here. Let's play around here. So agenda. All right, that was where we could have put that up. What's this? Live mode, edit mode, run of the show. Ooh, nice. Okay, action item. Okay, so this is, let's see, a new action. Okay, set announcement, play video and presentation mode, start presentation up, set caution, immediately to your event. This is an announcement. So we can say, send announcement. Ooh, ding, ding, ding. Okay, cool, sweet. So I think that with the, that's live mode, edit mode. Now we can go to event agenda and we can add a new item. So this is helpful for like, welcome, and that'll be 30 seconds. And then you could have like, it'll count down. So you could have like networking session 1, 5 minutes, networking session 2, 5 minutes. And then that little bell would then ring up and say, time to move on to the next session, which is pretty cool. Let's go back to the actual event. Cool. And then obviously you have your share screen. You also have open chat on the side here. So you can have the chat, just your table chat and the general chat, which is pretty cool. So again, like this is really helpful for any kind of event that you're wanting live interaction with. And especially obviously if you're using HeySummit, we will automatically create the event for you. And then we will also automatically send people, like register people into the session for you, so that they don't need to go through and re-register each time, and send the various, the presentation, the presenter links out all easily. So anyway, if you're watching this, what would you use Remo for? Are there certain types of use cases that you can see that it might be useful for? Are there kind of questions, or are there types of things that you think might make it a little bit confusing? What do you all think? Please feel free to comment, and we'll chat about it and showcase your comments. I'm sure that if Ho Yin watches this, he will be like, guys, you didn't mention all this other stuff. And if you do go to remo.co, I think you can like sign up for demos and you can try it out. There are a whole bunch of different things that you can do there. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, hang on. Just another thing. So you can see the floor, you can see me small and you small. And then if you're like, I don't care about the floor, let's just see the conversation, you can click tile view. That's nice too. Anyway.
Okay, I have actually not seen that before.
I know that you can also customize like the map on the outline, so you can have it like if you want to be on a spaceship, you can be in space.
Yeah. And you can also do things like I know you can on the floor, all of these table names. So like right now they say like first table, second table, third table, and they're actually like numbered.
Yeah.
But that's just out of the box. You can actually update those, change those to different things. So if you had specific topics during a networking event, you could put the topic name under each of those tables. So that's kind of cool. There is good customization that you can do to make it work for whatever type of thing you're trying to bring people together with.
Yeah, and also and brand is so important as well. If you're wanting to customize the look and feel of it, if you think about it, like a lot of the stuff that is set are like the circles with your name, with your name or your image, and the menu. But aside from that, like the look and feel of your map can be highly brandable, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So a lot of different opportunities to showcase your brand or your sponsors' brands or all sorts of different things there. Cool, awesome. Well, I think let's finish off with Remo, and then let's shift over to Flodesk. Remove that. But anyway, I mean, yeah, Stephen, talk about Flodesk. What is it? I don't think a lot of people have heard of it.
So Flodesk is, at least to us, has been fairly new. We did feature Martha from Flodesk, one of their on our one of our sessions for Rethink. And we also used Flodesk for all of our Rethink emails that we sent out leading up to our Rethink 2020 event. So still fairly new. What I love about Flodesk is there's a lot of options for email marketing, right? And email's still growing. It's still, in my opinion and many other opinions, like the number one place that you can do communications out to your, either your customers or your community of folks that you're reaching out to create a community, to build a community around, share information. And what they've done is they've really taken a focus on email design and making all of the really tough things that people find about email really easy. So having really awesome templates, a really easy way to create forms, to have people sign up, to see what your data is, and building out simple workflows. And they've done it in a way that is just really simple. So if you know nothing about email, this is another cool tool to look at.
Quick starter.
Yeah, another quick starter. They have a free trial. I think even the pricing's pretty cheap for a month-to-month plan. So if you're looking, so this is another tool I would suggest, in the same realm as other things like ConvertKit, or if you're looking for things like Email Octopus or MailChimp, stuff like that. Like this is another contender in that realm. And so a cool thing is like the onboarding experience is something I really like. So I made another free trial here just to show kind of what you can do and like all the different templates they have. So they kind of broken up to, if you're just trying to share like a really nicely designed welcome email template, like there's tons to choose from. Lots of different designs that you can go in and kind of edit, which is like really nice to start off with, especially if you don't have any experience with emails or email templating. So something like a say thanks email, it's really easy to view them and then to customize. So coming into a template builder, everything's really easy. It's the drag and drop kind of thing. You can go in here and you can edit the different things you need to do, images, editing text, lots of different options to choose from in terms of fonts, and be able to choose colors to match your brand, layouts, add different block settings around things as well. So really easy template builder for email, which is really
really nice. Stephen's paused on his video, but still on his. I'm
still on my screen.
I'm
back. Yeah. So I wanted to show just so Marquesa had used Flodesk for our emails. So just throwing together some nice emails with images was really simple for her, and sped up the process a lot using sort of this sort of drag and drop kind of editor, making it really simple. To go on to the next step, I think I have to put my address here.
You mean the flow, like coming up with flows? The audience. Would you say that something like Flodesk is really good for people who are maybe just starting out their online, whether out their community or their newsletter, or are there areas, like it looks really easy to use, really simple, but on the flip side, maybe if you're trying to do more advanced configuration.
I think I lost Rob for a second. See if he comes back. Oh, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just asking you, do you think that from using Flodesk as well as some of these other types of email marketing platforms, I think everybody thinks that, they're kind of a dime a dozen, or they seem like they're a dime a dozen, but then they end up being like really good depending on both your level, your complexity in terms of what it is that you want it to do, and your end goal. So Flodesk definitely looks beautiful, and it looks very simple. But does that mean that then the customization in terms of like how sophisticated it can be with targeting different people, putting people into different drip campaigns is a little bit more limited, would you say, than like than something like whether it's a ConvertKit or an active campaign or MailChimp?
Yeah, I would say this is definitely on the level of you're just getting started. You're getting started with email. You want to get.
Oh, he went away again. You're just getting started with email. I'm going to answer for him. I'm gonna assume he's saying just want to get started with email. You're not really clear on what it is that you need yet. Oh, you're back now.
Yeah, you were close. You're not. Yeah, you've never managed an email list before, right? So you want to get into building out an audience, looking at different ways to segment them, and to be able to target them with your email messaging. You're getting started out on actually building out emails. It can be something super simple like this, where you have a nice drag and drop builder, whereas on the other end of that spectrum, getting into custom email templates and starting out with something completely blank, or even going into coding email templates, that can get very, very technical. So this is something that's super easy to start out with if you've never done this before. Yeah. Especially with from our perspective as HeySummit, you've held an event, you're growing a community, but you want to foster that, right? You want to have a way to continually follow up with them. If you're looking to expand your business and you've never done email marketing before, this is a good place to start. Something like Flodesk is a great place to start. And it's better to eventually outgrow your tool, because if you get to the point where you feel like you've outgrown Flodesk, then you're on your way to being extremely successful, because you need or are seeking all of those extra things to help.
And I'm sure that the Flodesk team would argue that Flodesk can scale with you, but I think that as you were saying, Stephen, if you're debating whether or not to use a complex tool or a simple tool that maybe doesn't have all of the features that you think you might need in the future, I would always suggest trying to keep it as simple as possible and figuring out where it breaks before then wanting to go and get a bit more complex with everything that you do. But also, like we talk to event organizers about this stuff all the time, where do I create a very complex event that has multiple different types of tickets with different types of countdowns, different types of access points, and we come back and say, well, are you definitely sure you need that? Are you definitely sure your audience is going to respond to that? If you are, go for it. If you're not and you haven't done it before, try and keep it as simple as possible the first time around, so that you will then know what it is that you really like and what it is that you maybe didn't need, or what broke. And by broke, it means like the system, the flow broke, or the process broke, as in it would have been really helpful to have this one thing that I didn't have. That then allows you to focus on, well, what do you then need to replace it with? Does that then solve that problem, that blocker that you had, rather than trying to anticipate your blockers before you even have them? So yeah, you're on to, what are you on to forms? Oh, I see that. Okay, so that's really cool. So these forms, I imagine, while he comes back, you can add different fields, you can embed, you can create confirmation messages. Is that right, Stephen?
Yeah. So for this, you can go through and customize everything from a form perspective, and so that way you can have people easily sign up. This is the number for me. When I'm suggesting email things to people in terms of what to use, this is the one thing that something like Flodesk makes it really easy to do, and that's getting people actually onto your list. So providing a really easy way to make a new list of subscribers that you want to then have a form that you can easily embed onto your site, or into any other sort of place that you could embed something. So a landing page, and get people to easily sign up with pre-made little forms that you can use, and then it automatically puts them directly into your customer segment list, or user subscriber segment list. So this for me is something that is like a huge feature boost for these kind of early tools. Yeah, big time saver. It makes getting set up and started really, really easy. And that's like one of the biggest hurdles is, okay, I have people, I have in emails that I want to send to them. How do I easily connect the two and make it so that way I don't have to do a lot of work getting that set up? And this makes it really easy to do that.
And are you able to see the integrations that Flodesk shows that it has?
Let's see.
Code and all that stuff.
So right now, they're still fairly new within there, but they do have the integrations here. So
okay, so Shopify.
Yeah, they have Shopify is their first integration that it looks like that they have in beta for now. Flodesk itself, they're still in their public beta, so you can go and sign up. You can go and get into Flodesk, but I do think on their site they still advertise that they're in a beta.
Cool. When I'm looking at Flodesk integrations, it does seem like they have Zapier. Yeah. So you can update contacts in Flodesk from. You can add subscribers. You can connect. Yeah. You can send people in from Typeform responses, all that kind of stuff. So they do have a Zapier integration, which is cool.
Yeah. So for like with HeySummit, you could hook up Zapier to every time someone signs up, send them over. You could use your own custom forms, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Another thing that's kind of cool in here at Flodesk is basically kind of, I think, Rob, you touched on this when my camera went out earlier, but workflows, right? So a lot of things with emailing is, you've got a new subscriber. There's maybe like 3 things that you want to tell them over the course of 5 days to make sure that, something that they know about you, something they know about your company, what you're selling, what you're offering. And building out workflows is an easy way to automate that. And so you can go through and basically say, okay, when I have new people that get added to my new email list, I want to then send an email. And then you can create an email or duplicate an existing. So let's just do the one that I had here. And then I can say, okay, let's do a time delay. Wait 2 days. And then after those 2 days, let's go ahead and say, all right, let's do a condition. And then we could add a condition. So basically, if they opened, or let's say they clicked on a particular link that was in your previous email here. If they clicked on it, they get an email here that says one thing. If they didn't click on it, they get another email here that says another thing. So, I mean, just in chatting, here in the last 30 seconds, I've already built out multiple steps in this flow, and you can continually build off of these. Now, of course, you have to spend the time to go in and actually build out the different emails and the conditions and stuff, but the tools are there to make it really, really easy to do this sort of thing.
I love how simple it is, though. How there's just not a lot of crap on the screen.
Right. They've given you everything you need and nothing more to make it overly complicated. Yeah. Nice and simplified. Really that's what I really like about it. I like how simple it is, but still powerful. Simple but powerful.
Yeah, totally. Well, cool, awesome. I hope everyone. I hope you liked the showcase of both Remo and Flodesk. We have information about both of them in the description. So if you do want to play around with them yourselves, you can go for it and do that. If you do have any ideas of platforms that you want us to play around with, maybe it's ones that you've heard about, but you don't really have a lot of knowledge about how they might be used. Maybe you're just you don't have time to demo it yourself, and you want to have someone click all these weird buttons for you. We're happy doing that.
If you have topics, just general topics that you want to know about, we're happy to actually plan for that and talk about them and share thoughts on that. So please let us know in the chat or comments wherever you are watching this. We will make sure to see them all and do our best to include them in future lives.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks very much. Thanks for tuning in, whether it's you've been watching live or on the replay. And have a great week.
Cool.
See you, Steven.
See ya.
See ya.